Right. So we have welcome to week 3. And you should be clapping for yourselves right now. Like I'm excited, fully excited for you guys. I have like how many ladies that dropped their financials. I'm super proud of you guys. Super proud of you guys. As in the ability to even try and work with that Excel document and then submit. It's yes, please clap for yourself. Yes, please clap for yourself. Done.
Even if it doesn't make sense.
Yes, keep working on it, submit it. So because I know it's financials, keep working at it. You still have midnight till today to submit. Yes, please. So, but well done, ladies. Well done, well done. It's not easy. I know that it's not easy. When I started out writing Excel or working with Excel, it was very difficult. But when I started to write for my own businesses, it was tough as well. So trying to put all of that together. So I know it's tough. Yeah, good morning, Ola. Thank you for joining us once again. So I don't expect us to have the full house like we were having before. So there will be a lot of drop-offs, but please, if you're dropping off or you know anyone that is dropping off, they should please join Cohort 2. I'm sure it will be easier. So thank you. Well done, ladies. It promises to be an exciting period, and I'm sure that at the end of this process, you get the funds that is required. So we want to delve straight into what we want to do today. So by the way, I'm going to look at everybody's Excel, and I'm going to have to call you one after the other during the course of the week to actually then write your entire financial plan. Sometimes it will be late in the evening, sometimes it will be early hours of the morning, but I'll let you know when is your time. So it's the first person that drops that will first meet with me. So I'll schedule that so that we'll look at the entire Excel sheet so that we'll actually have your full financial plan ready. So like I mentioned, that financial plan covers investor engagement and valuation. So if we do the right things well, your valuation should be actually on that particular slide. If you have imputed the right figure. So we'll clean it up a bit and everybody have their 3 to 5 years financial projections for those that made it this far. So congratulations and well done. All right, so I'm sure you have questions based on the activity. The floor is open. You can ask your questions. I can take them. What challenges did you have trying to go through your financials last week? And I would also like to know what are the things you are going to do differently going forward? What are the unique things you've learned from the process, especially those that had personal office hours with me that came to the office? I'd like to hear you so that everybody can, it's a resource that everybody can utilize for their businesses. So the floor is open for the next 10 minutes. Who is going first? Oluwakemi, are you going first?
Good day, ma. Yes, ma. Okay. If you read the notes that I even wrote with my financial self, you will laugh. Because I'm not sure it made sense at all. I've never worked with Excel. I've been looking for who will even teach me at least to know the basic things so that I can do these things by myself. I've not been able to get that done. But I don't know if you can make anything that makes sense.
But you've looked, you send it. I saw you send it. I saw come back to you. Come back.
All right, ma. Thank you, ma.
Okay, so who is there? Who else is going to give us their experience? Oluwakemi, needs to understand how to use Excel. By the way, you don't have to learn to use Excel 100%. You just need about 30% of it. Most of the time, what you find online or available live, we've made provision for is a model. So what you have is a model. So once you are able to just impute, know the right things we input, it calculates it. You don't have to stress yourself. So it's actually done for you, but we can't help you generate the numbers, especially for your sales, your personnel, and your P&L. Once you are able to generate that, that system automatically calculates as much as. So when you have a one-on-one, when we review the one-on-one, we edit it based on the question we will ask you. And all will tell you exactly what you need to change per time, and that's it. Okay. I think your hand is up. Yeah, feedback. Thank you, or anything you want to tell us.
Okay. All right. I'm actually struggling. I'm struggling. In fact, I said to myself, I need to make a trip to Ikeja again to come and sit with you. I'm I'm struggling, one, because it's a startup, so I don't know. I don't really have figures already. So all night. In fact, you won't believe it. Sunday night, I stayed up with my laptop in my room. I couldn't sleep, trying to populate the.
Yeah.
So I don't.
That's
Yeah, but I'm struggling. So I don't know if it's something you can help me with. I don't know the numbers to put in. The startup part I can do, because that's that. It's not only that it's startup. I explained myself to you that it's also femtech. It's not a physical something that I'm selling or something. Do you understand? So those are my issues. I don't know. Should I come and meet you?
So we'll schedule like an office hour again, and
Okay.
then but submit wherever you are with it. I'd like to
Okay.
see whatever you've done. If you've done the startup, that's fine. So just
Okay.
submit. But to
Okay.
answer the question straight of a startup, your startup is to project your sales. It's not happening yet, but this is what I want to see happen. Sales, I need to sell 1, 2, 3, 4 of these products. And but the startup under that Excel sheet is to show you how much money I must invest in from the onset to
Right.
get
Yes.
yes.
Mm.
Right. So the
Okay.
Excel covers both existing businesses and MSMEs that are just starting out. Whether it's a technology startup or not, it covers. That's why the investment analysis is there. So it covers your valuation and any other requirements that technology or VCs investors will be looking out for. So happy to see, but just submit whatever you are able to submit. Ensure that you're able to fill it to some certain extent.
Okay.
And then thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, Chinoye, your hand is up. I don't know who came first, Ejiro or Chinoye.
I think Ejiro came first. If she's
okay. Right.
Okay. Good morning, ma, and good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, Ejiro. Good to see you or have you here again. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you too, ma?
Fine, thank God.
Okay, ma. So I will not say I'm relieved, but I think I can find solace in hearing my older sisters talk about the challenges they experience, because I thought it was just going to be me, honestly. People at night, I kept struggling, and my laptop had issues, so I was trying to use my phone. The most painful part was the fact that, okay, I was trying to, watch and do, like I was watching the recording and trying to act it out immediately. So I was able to get through the assumption and what was the other part? The market analysis phase. Where I started struggling was from that sales forecast, because I don't know if it was my YouTube, but I could not see the video very clearly. So I couldn't really put the figures where, I could only hear the explanations, but the screen wasn't clear enough for me to see exactly where you were putting in the figure. So I struggled and I got stuck. I said, okay, no problem. Let me just stop here and maybe continue when we meet today. Unfortunately, all that I even managed to do, I could not see it again. I don't know how that happened, ma. As in, In fact, today I said, let me just join. Let me console myself because I was very discouraged.
Yeah. You were the one that sent me a message, right?
Yes, ma. I was no, I was really discouraged, ma. So maybe like my sister
Sorry.
just asked me, an office hour will be better, ma. Like I don't even want to be more discouraged than this.
That's fine. That's fine. So you can pick it up again and see. The sales part is just for you to be able to. What are the buckets of services or products that you sell, and how much would you sell each month? That's just that sales,
Okay, ma. Okay, ma.
right?
No problem. I will just continue until maybe when I see you in person, ma.
But let's see if we can have a session. Are you coming in person so that I'll know how many are coming, but so that I can prepare for all of you?
Okay, ma. It depends on when you'll be less busy. Like I can come when you tell me to.
Okay, we'll talk about that. Miriam, please note that for AGO.
Okay, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Chino,
And me, Adeyinka. Not it for
Good
me
morning,
to
ma.
be.
that's
That I
fine. Don't
want to
worry.
do.
Get you to
Good
do.
afternoon, ma.
Yeah, Chino, go ahead. How are
Good
you doing?
afternoon. I'm fine, ma. I like your hair, your new hairstyle.
Okay, thank you.
Looks nice. So,
Thanks.
ma, I wanted to ask under the years in that financial projection, that's 2022, 2023, those figures I put for the sales projection is forecast is more of current, like 2024, 2025. So I was just wondering how we're able to change the
One
years.
on one, it's just something to tweak. I've tweaked one or two people's own to take it to 2020, the current year. So when we meet,
Yes.
yeah, I should have adjusted the Excel before sending it out to everybody. I didn't.
Okay.
So just leave it. Just assume that year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4. When we come in one on one, I'll adjust it for you.
Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Then secondly, I did that my drive thing with the Google with my Google account, and
Yeah.
when I open up my financial projections under financials, right, and I want to send it out, maybe after working on it, and I want to send it out as a copy to an email address, I discovered that it comes out as a PDF copy.
Yeah.
So it won't come out as Microsoft
Yeah.
Excel. Oh, that's a disadvantage. I thought
Oh, no.
if I
You should
work on it
come as an
on my drive. Sorry?
It should be loaded as an Excel. Mine comes as an Excel.
That's when you receive it as an email after working on it on the drive, on the Google Drive.
Yes. There must be something that is converting it, or you opened it on your Google Drive as a PDF.
No.
Yes, and then you need to download it first, yeah. Download it
Yeah.
and then you work on it and tell it.
Hello?
She's saying that you should download first before you work on it, because on the Google frame, it will download as a PDF.
Okay, no
If
problem.
you send an Excel link, you should get it in Excel link.
That's what I was thinking. So what?
You should.
No problem, ma. Okay, ma. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, Grace, your hand is up. Go ahead, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, other gentle ladies in the house. You're really looking nice this afternoon.
Thank you.
I would say it's quite challenging, and a bit of a challenge to me in the sense that I'm using my phone. But I discovered that it got to a stage where I just blanked out, because it's easier when you're listening to it and you're working on it at the same time. I discovered while I was doing mine that my cumulative average growth rate was just showing, when I imputed my figures, it was just showing minus 100, minus 100. All of them are just showing. I said, no, something must be wrong. I must have done something wrong somewhere. So like you said, if you can know the number of people that are having challenges in this aspect, then we can now discuss on when to come for the office hour so that we all can be carried along and put through. So because it's like, I've not yet submitted, but I will submit what I have on ground before midnight of today. But that's just what I want to say.
Okay.
All
No
right,
problem. So well done. Yeah. But maybe you try to see if we'll schedule a meeting. It has to be one after the other, but within a set period of time, so that we can. I would like to check everybody's Excel. If we don't get the Excel right, then the topic we have for this week will be useless. That's the word, useless. So we need to check that that Excel is okay. But the framework you have ensures that we have something. It's just to tweak it, update it, and then you learning how to use it. So we'll get, so far you just send in whatever you have so that you are able to get on to the next stage.
All right, ma'am.
When I'm responding to your emails, I will be telling you the dates you are meeting.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Okay, so that's interesting feedback. At least you ladies have done a whole lot of work, putting in the effort to do this. So well done. I'm super proud of everyone. All right, so let's go into this week's conversation, which is essentially pitching. And when we mean pitching, please, we don't mean technology. We mean just talking to investors. In fact, pitching also means talking to your suppliers, because I've had meetings where SMEs, business people are looking for money, but they can get the money from suppliers. What do I mean by that? Your supplier can just give you goods and say, you know what, go and trade. I've had that in the course of doing, running my business as a consultant. So you are pitching to different people. You pitch to entrepreneurs, to investors. You also pitch to yourself. You pitch to your business partners. You pitch to your board members. You pitch to the banks for loans, for credit, for access. You pitch for grants. You pitch for a lot of things. So the question is, how do you pitch? Are you ready to pitch? So it's 2 sessions today. I'll take a part of it, and one of our guests will take another part of it. And we'll go through the whole week trying to ensure that you are able to pitch. At the end, the activity for the end of this week is your pitch deck. So your pitch deck is required. We're going to give you a standard that you will follow. But when you are following the standard, ensure that you give us as much information as possible to ensure that we can actually say, okay, you move on to the next level. So please take these sessions in this week very seriously. So welcome to each session. And Grace, your hand is still raised up. Please, can you raise it down? All right, so I'll go to, share my screen now. Can we all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Right, so today I'm taking, so I'm taking pitch deck development and storytelling. The pitch deck is simply, we want to look at the components of a successful pitch deck, crafting your company story with a gender lens, creating compelling visuals and narratives, and then there will be practice pitch sessions and feedback. So we want to look at the components of a successful pitch deck and pitching, as it were. Now again, I'll look at a pitch deck questionnaire. Remember, I've always emphasized that DIRA is a doing accelerator. So I could have put all of this on a slide, introduction, then we'll start talking. No. All of your pitch deck has to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slides, minimum 10 slides. Whether you are talking to BOI, whether you are talking to equity investors or debt investors, they are sophisticated these days. So these are the curriculum for what a pitch deck or a teaser should look like. So the questionnaire you're going to ask yourself is all of this. I'm going to run it through. So your introduction, what is the name of your company? What is your company's tagline? Who are the key members of your team? And what is your company's mission statements? Very, very straight on introduction. So in some cases, always on a slide. The company name, what the company's tagline, like for example, ours is connecting capital to business. So I've not updated this. You should even see it on this screen. You should then have who are the members of your team, and then just stating them clearly, whether you have a CEO, COO, and then what is your mission statement. Simple. That's what we want to see. On your number 2 slide, what is the problem? What problem does your product or service solve? How big is the problem? What is the market potential for your solution? You'll see that we've talked about market size, right? Market analysis, your market size. This is the question they want to answer. So your financials, if you've done it well and you've done your business model properly, the introduction, the problem you're solving, and the market potential for that solution that you are bringing. Investors want to see it. Every investor. Investor will mean banks, debt, PEVCs, equity, angel investors, or anybody, friends and family, your friend, your alumni, BOI, SMIDAN, anybody that's giving money at all. In fact, DIRA, we're looking to even raise money and give to women. So we'll be expecting you to provide this. So what is your product or service? How does it work? How will this solution work? What are the key features and benefits? By the way, if you write this in a more comprehensive format, which I expect you to do, you would have been writing your business plan. It is very comprehensive. You'll be writing your business plan already. It is when you now extract from this and put in maybe less than 15 slides, then it becomes a deck. So do a good job of updating or of filling up this pitch deck that we are asking you to do. Do a good job of actually bringing all the information in. Now, the other one is the solution. What is your product service? How does it work? What are the key features and benefits? What is your competitive advantage? Recently, we started pitching a startup last week, I think, and the investor appetite is not strong like we projected or thought. And we've asked ourselves, why is that solution? So by the time I did a bit of research over the weekend, I realized that this solution is not really as unique as we thought, because there was just some things that happened early March, I think February into March globally, that has affected our industry. So something that looks like was unique before is not really unique any longer. So question is, what is your competitive advantage? We're going to have to call that team together and ask them, can we review your competitive advantage? I discussed that with my team this morning. The next thing we want to see is your market opportunity. What is the size of the market opportunity? Who is your target market? What are the demographics of your target market? If you did that simple slide of sales that is in the financial, if you did it well, you will be able to answer these questions quickly and easily. What are the key trends in your markets? So this market opportunity that we have, what are the trends? So this is where a bit of research is now required, the market research. So you've got to do a lot more research trying to answer this question. Please note, go to Statista and ask for free reports around your markets. Get reports from Statista, I think Report Linker. There's some others that are there, but they are very expensive. But if you ask ChatGPT or Grok, G-R-O-G, Grok is the ChatGPT for X or Twitter. It's better if you ask questions on Grok, it will give you research links, much more. But Grok does not do like convert to Word or PowerPoint, different from what WhatsApp, ChatGPT can do. That's the difference. There's also Gemini. Gemini can give you reports because Gemini is the Google version of ChatGPT. And then there's DeepSeek, which is the competing version of ChatGPT. So your market opportunity must be backed by the trends in the markets and the size of the market. Then you go to your business model. In this case, we want to know how your company makes money, what is your pricing strategy, what are the key revenue streams, and what are the key costs. If you've done your business model, you should just answer this quickly. Pam, pam, pam. No stress. Then we go to marketing and sales. How will you reach your target market? What is your marketing strategy? What are your sales channels? This is the time now to explain to the investor, this is my sales channel. And then what is your customer acquisition cost? I'm sure you did well with your business model. You should be able to answer this straight away and add it to your deck. So if you recall, I told you that your business model, it's like a starting point for your pitch deck. Now, competition. Now, let me forget, this thing is coming to me now. I forgot, I don't think I've mentioned it. Now, don't say, I don't need a pitch deck. It's only for technology companies. See, the standard is globally. Everybody is looking through the eyes of technology for everything you do. So please, write your pitch deck like you're a tech company. Eventually, every business would either be a tech company or utilizing technology to do their jobs, whether it's products, whether it's services. At some point, you have to. So please just be technology updated and friendly already. It's given. It puts you ahead of the pack every time. So what is your customer acquisition cost, marketing and sales? Your competition. Who are your main competitors? Please, in the business models, I see that a lot of people didn't answer who are their competitors. Please answer. I want to see who are your competitors. Now, there's a school of thought that usually say, oh, there's no need to look at the competitor, just do your bits. Question is, if you don't know what your competitor is doing, your bits may just be Kodak camera that we were using when I was in secondary school. So because you didn't know that, your competitors have moved on to start taking pictures with their smartphones. And Kodak cameras are not needed for selfies any longer, where you now, okay, ask somebody to, please let me take your picture. No, you can actually just do this and take your picture by yourself. The competitor knows that, then you are not going to be selling to anybody because they will be buying from your competitor. Yesterday, I said in my house, I said, Temu has come to chase Jumia out of the market. I don't know if you have bought anything of Temu. I've been buying things on Temu. I love Temu because I don't have to bother the stress of delivery and come to our office in there's their office in Ikeja, somewhere in Adenijo, or somewhere. I don't have to bother. From Temu to my house, all I need to do is pick what I want. It ends there. No stress. I don't understand any model. And Nigerians, being who we are huge spenders. They say we are poor, yes, but we don't joke with spending. Young girls and boys are buying on Temu like nothing else. I'm like, ah. So in my head, I'm like, hey, this thing is giving Jumia a run for their money. Giving Jumia a run for their money. I had to test the model because I had to say, what exactly are these people doing differently? Everywhere is Temu, 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 Temu. No more Jumia, Jumia, Jumia. So who are your main competitors? What are they doing? Who are your main competitors? What are they doing? Where are they going? Let me, NVIDIA, right? Who is the owners of ChatGPT, or let's say ChatGPT? They woke up one morning to a root shock that DeepSeek just came and said everything is free. Meanwhile, ChatGPT, before now, when I'm using ChatGPT, when I downloaded videos or pictures, do this graphics, do that graphics. Suddenly they will say you have exhausted. You start by 1 p.m. They'll say you start by 1 p.m. You can only come back. You have exhausted one thing. You should come back by 1 p.m. Immediately they launch DeepSeek. That thing is up. No matter how much I download, they will not. If you don't know, you just slave customers for them. You must know and be ahead. What are their strengths and weaknesses? What do they do well? And what can they be better at? How is your product or service different and better? What is your market share? By the way, if you can't answer this, if you can't see the differentiation, we don't give anybody money. I just released, somebody just paid back 2 million naira that we loaned him. He asked for 1 million. We gave him. After 1 month, 1 million was supposed to be paid back. He calls me back and says, you know what, ma'am? I need another 1 million to be able to complete this transaction with a company. I said, okay. I trust the guy. I said, release another 1 million to him. And guess what? He sends it back today and the money is ready. And then he's coming back to actually then look for another money immediately. And I looked at that. Purchasing products and supplying a company. He understands his competition. If he doesn't execute of that second one because they've not paid him the first one, he will lose that entire business because the people are waiting to collect that same LPO from him. So the weakness and the strength will determine how you drive your business. So don't take it lightly. And investors are seeing it. The investors are seeing it. The team. Who are the key members of your team? The key members, not everyone. Who are the key members? A lot of you will see that there was a major dislocation when we started in week 1. There were sent video, we didn't say, I kept apologizing. A story. My key member was not feeling well, and it showed. One of my key members was just down. It showed. So, when you want to be giving money, investors are not looking at how fanciful alone the business idea is. They are looking at who will drive it. If you are not there, do you posit a key man risk? I've said that before when I introduced the session in the first week. Your key man risk. You are the alpha and the omega at the beginning and the end of your organization. It can be this case for a startup, but what's the plan to ensure that that is not the situation you find yourself? What are their qualifications and experiences? How do their skills and experience align with your business goals, where you are going, the goals you are setting for your business? How do their skills and experience align? Oh, I went in once to an organization years back. I don't know why their example is even for me. They produce sachet, some sachet stuff I don't want to mention. And I went into their factory and realized that they were not selling. And they had this fancy name for the Chief Marketing Officer, CMO. Where is the CMO? He said, this is the CMO. I just asked, okay, CMO, we have a lot of products that are not out there in the market. What's the problem? Oh, that he couldn't sell, that he sent the salespeople out and they didn't come back, and they've not sold. CMO, this company will sell because we sent salespeople out, said yes. When I went back into the meeting with the owner of the business, I said, you're not going to sell anything. You have to fire your CMO. He said, really? I said, yes, you have to fire him. He's not a good salesperson. It was a difficult conversation. I said, how can you have a CMO who does not belong to the streets? Literally roll up your sleeves and get the products out. You're telling me salespeople. Salespeople are going to take the strategy for selling from the CMO because the CMO is the head of marketing. Sales is the execution of the CMO strategy. So if you are Chief Marketing Officer, means that your strategies are working on the streets to get you out of the roads. Simple. How do their skill and experience align with your business goals? Financials. What are your revenue projections? So that's what we've done. What are your expense and profits? What are your funding requirements? They ask, how much funding are you seeking? Last week should have solved that. What will the funding be used for? Last week would have solved it. What is your timeline for achieving your business goal? Last week should have also solved that. So you will see that the bucket of what you are asking to be, that we're requesting for in the pitch deck is your business model and your financials. Once you expand the two and you get it right, you are ready to pitch to investors. So this is now writing a compelling story to the investors. So I hope I'm not getting into Mr. Peter's session. I would run you through what a good pitch looks like. So, name, logo, tagline, you see. So we're going to send you this. Explain the problem that you solve, product, use real world examples. We're going to solve this. Your solution. So we're going to give you all of this. Your market opportunity. So this is you now going, sorry, market opportunity, the size, target markets, and use data to demonstrate it. So this is in PowerPoint that I'm sending to you. Explain how your company will make money, describe your pricing strategy, use data to support your revenue, marketing and sales. You want to describe your marketing and sales strategy, show how you plan to reach your target market, use data to demonstrate the effectiveness of the marketing strategy. Then you do conduct a competition analysis. Who are they? You need to give us names. If you don't have, fine, say you are the one. And I would like to see that deck that says, no, I'm the first of its kind doing this in Nigeria. That would be nice. I would like to look at it. If it's something that is beautifully true and the figures are good, I would like to invest personally. Then explain how your product or service is different and better. Use visuals again to decide that. And then the team, bring out the face of the team, the visuals, highlight their expertise by way of introduction. Then the financials will have 3 to 5 years. So in financials, we may have different slides, visuals to make all of that. The ask will be summarize your pitch, clearly state the amount of funds you're seeking for, and how you would run this. I think my system now hand. Okay, right. Provide your content information and thank you. And then remember to keep your pitch conclusion and use a lot of things. So remember to keep your pitch deck concise, informative, visually appealing. Use images. Please, for now, for the sake of this assignment, do not use images. Don't bother yourself. Just give us the contents first, please. If you add images or want to design anything, you are going to waste time. So for this session, I'm not looking at the aesthetics, please. I just want the information on the pitch deck. Right, so thank you. I'll stop sharing my slide and I can take questions. Right, so Oluwakemi, your hands are up. Go ahead, please.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. I just want to ask, for a startup like mine, will it be okay to say my team member is just me, but in future we hope to have a marketing manager, a this, a that, who will be doing this, that, this for us? Is it okay on the team slide?
Yeah. To ensure that to help investors understand that you understand what you're doing, let them
okay, ma'am.
Roles to be filled.
All right, ma'am.
Every business plan, every deck, we need to know. It's not only me, I'm going to recruit this and this will be the requirement. You can just put blocked faces of people there, but you have to tell us who so this is the team gaps. So you have a team gap slide. So instead of teams, team gap. And you let us know what the team is, because your fundraiser should actually help you in recruiting those teams. Do you get that? The funds you are raising should actually solve paying for team members that you will require to do the job. If the investors are going to give you only you money to do the job, you will not repay back their money. Oluwakemi, are you clear?
Very well, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, as attendance form. Oh yeah, Chiman said I have bought from Temu. Yeah, you get a template. So yeah, you can, yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know exactly what you're saying. All I was exactly 100%. Yeah, Chinoya, you bought from Temu. Fine. I lost you there. Do not use what now? Okay. I was saying that do not start to design your slides. Just use blank PowerPoint slides, please. Just give us the story. Except you are using charts. If you're using charts, fine, but don't design the slides yet. We are not there yet. Don't design the slides yet. Yeah, we'll send you a template of what you will do. What I've read out as templates, you would be, will give it to you. Yes, attendance sheets will be shared, should have been shared. Philo, yes, you have the floor. Take your questions, please.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Thank you very much for the class.
Thank God. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Please, I have a question. So at the beginning of the pitch deck that you showed us, there is a place where we have who are your team members. Then towards the end again, there's another question that says, who are the key members of your team? So I want you to, what is the difference between the two, ma?
Just your core team members. You know, you can have 20 members of your team. You just want the core, maximum 5, if you have up to.
Okay, so that, okay, the core members will be at that, the one you say who are the key members.
Yes, they are also the team.
Okay, okay, thank you, ma.
You're welcome, ma. Thank you. So any questions here? Somebody is asking the pitch deck. Sorry, okay. How long do we have? Okay, so you submit again on Friday, deadline Friday, latest. Okay, so by the way, there is public holidays are here from Monday, right? When is the festives for our Muslim sisters? When is the festive dates? Okay, so the Ileya, right? Is it Ileya? Is it the Ileya festival or Itunu Awe? Okay, okay. Is it Imu or Itunu? So the Awe, the fasting for Muslims end on Monday. So we will not be having a session on Monday. We will have our session starting on Wednesday, so that our sisters can celebrate without any Itunu. Thank you so much, ma. I always say Itunu, and I know I'm very wrong. So at times I say Itunu, Itunu, I don't know. So I don't want to annoy my sisters here. So is Itunu aware? Thank you, ma. Thank you. So we will not have sessions on Monday and Tuesday next week. What we'll give you to do on Friday when we meet, so that we'll come back on Wednesday next week. Right. So any questions? Yeah, so you have, well, so because of the Itunu Awe, you probably have a long time to finish up. So any outstandings you have, you can submit. So by Monday, Tuesday, you can still submit, so that you are not under stress. So by the time we come in next week, Wednesday, everyone should have submitted their pitch deck, their financials, and any outstanding updates on your business model. So you have 2 days extra. So that's for everyone that has submitted their business model and financials or planning to submit this midnight. Today, Monday midnight, today midnight. Okay. Yeah, Osazime, you have the floor. Osas, how are you doing? Osas, your hands were up. Have you changed your mind? Okay, so who else is asking us for any questions? Any clarification on your pitch deck? Any questions? We'll still have another session later today. So we'll come back around 2 o'clock. Our speaker has 2 to 3 for us to, for him to take a session. Any more questions? Why can't I feel attendance, please? Oh, please fill the attendance. You can. Are you having any challenges, May? Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Victoria.
Ma.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
I'm fine, thank you, ma. Thank you so much for your time, ma. But sorry, my network was bad, so I couldn't get the pitch deck. I joined very late.
Oh,
so
okay.
I didn't get the points, ma.
Wow. We'll send you a
I'll
slide.
need you to share.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
send
ma.
you drop the slides and the session video. It was just brief, straight to the point, but it was to
All right,
set
ma. Thank you, ma.
right to pitch deck, right? But please don't miss the second session because that will help you to cover up with whatever introductions I had given.
All right, ma. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you.
Okay, so we have a session for 2 o'clock. That's when our next speaker will be coming up. As we get into the, so I'm looking for the, just a moment. Okay. So we'll try to send you the slides. I'm looking for a particular slide. I needed it for what I want to say now. Just a moment, please. Okay, so I've lost that a little bit. Right? So, okay, so we'll be taking a break. I will come back by 2 p.m. and then we have another session on pitch decks as well and pitching from one of our professionals. So is that okay? So we can come back and then we have the second session and we're done for today. So within that period, a template would have been dropped and this topic, and then you can read it through and then we'll come back by 2 p.m. So we all come back here by 2 p.m. Is that okay? Right, thank you. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
So if you have questions, the office hours are still open till 3 p.m. or thereabouts. You can drop me a message and I can answer.
Hello, ma.
Yeah.
Yes, good afternoon, ma. It's Amarachi.
Yeah, Amarachi, hi, how are you doing today?
I'm great, ma. Ma, you look so beautiful. I like your outfit, so fine. Your hair, everything is beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, sorry, you said something concerning ChatGPT or limited downloads. I do encounter that, but there's another option that you mentioned. I missed the name where you could
Grok.
have unlimited. Okay,
Grok. Grok is the
GR.
ChatGPT version for X. X is the X version of ChatGPT, Twitter. So Grok is owned by Elon Musk.
Okay.
Grok. Just search Grok. It's pretty much the same framework like ChatGPT.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, it's just that it
Thank
has
you, ma.
a way of giving you research that is localized in Nigeria. So
Wow.
if you prompt it to say, for example, write a business plan for Amarachi's business that does 1 things inside of Lagos, Nigeria, or in Abuja, Nigeria, to give you all of the data.
Wow, that's great.
Well, it should
Thank you, ma.
give you. It should give you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, ma. Noted.
I'm still here taking questions. We have to wait for our next speaker at about 2 p.m.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yeah, all right. So can we go off for now, or is there still?
Yes, I want to ask a question, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Who is asking?
My question is, hello, ma'am.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I want to ask because I know that most grant forms that we come across, you see a pitch deck, you see a video deck. So now I know that okay, in the PowerPoint pitch deck, that one is a bit understandable. Although I've not actually really come across standard, let me just say, maybe I've not done much of research, standard video pitch.
I'll send us standard video pitch.
Okay, ma'am.
I did one myself to join my accelerator for last year. It was just a 5-minute speech. We can do an example here. Hello, my name is Comfort Arosa Osenwege. I'm the CEO founder Dealroom Nigeria. In the Dealroom, we connect capital to business. And the 5 buckets of services we render to startups and investors network. Number 1, we help with investor matching, which we call deal matching. We help businesses restructure their loans. We call that loan restructure. We also have a syndicate opportunity for our investors to invest. And we also do the handholding program where we actually handhold through the process of investor readiness, which helps our businesses to actually then have access to investors and get investor ready. Now, in the deal room, we have over 500 to 1,000 plus network of investors, and we have over a network of 10,000 investors. Right now, we are pitching to raise $1 million to be able to put together our systems and the technology that will drive our interactions with investors and entrepreneurs. Thank you. That's within a minute.
Well done, ma. Good one.
Thank you.
So
Okay.
in 1 minute, I've told them the market size that I currently have, the people I reach, the services we provide, how much I'm looking for, and what I'll use the money for. If you have more time, 5 minutes, you can then
usually is 2 minutes.
2 minutes, yeah. I've done it. You can ask me questions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right. So we will.
Hello, ma. Please, can I ask a question?
No, hold on. I'm still answering you. At the end of this session, next week is demo. We will demonstrate. So I promise you one thing. you will have your 1 minute to 5 minutes pitch for each one that gets to the final round. So you pitch, you have it recorded and you can use it and you can work on it as much as you want.
Please, can I just ask a question based on what your pitch just now?
Yes. Miss.
Okay, oftentimes for video pitch, oftentimes people say you don't start with greeting, just like a teaser or something that will just catch their attention. First talk about a story and then you now come in and say, "Hi, my name is Lizzie Otomewo." So should you actually start with?
You have 1 minute. If you have 5 minutes to 10 minutes, you can tell your story.
Okay. All right.
By the way, there are some buzzwords I've used to introduce that in my own case, I do not need a story. It's not every time the story plays out. It's just how you are going to attract. When we started utilizing the name Chief Deal Maker, that was a trigger designation for me each time I pitched the deal room. So you have to sink into your subconscious to find how to pitch and get into the mind of your listener, whoever it is. There's $1 million on the table. How do I get that money into my account? And I have half a minute. Half a minute, you can't be telling stories. But if you have 1 minute and your story, if you sell an item that clears the skin, you can start with sell the skin. So the format is not always the same for every line of business. But can you pitch in 1 minute? Yes. So yeah, so let's hear your story. You can come up with your story and ensure that your story does not take over. We did a pitch session last year with what do they call it? Development Bank of Nigeria. We had 100 startups that we were screening to top 20. And I remember the one guy, honestly, his story was the reason we just said, yes, top 20, go into top 20. His story. It was just his story. Just went into top 20. So we didn't need to hear any of that. We heard you, don't worry, you are going to top 20. Just give us a story with his mom. So yeah, stories, yes, but it is not a cast in stone, especially if you don't have all of the time. So if you want me to use the story version part, I can tell you that. Oh, okay, so my name is Comfort Arosa Osewege. I'm the Chief Deal Maker CEO in Nigeria. It's difficult for people to look businesses that are looking for investment to attract. So my 1 minute is already gone. So I've mastered my art of my own 1 minute. So this one you're asking me, I don't have the model. You see now, I'm messed up myself. So let's see. Let's go to taking on what works for you in terms of bringing your business straight to ensuring that the person in the on the other side of the table is listening and really picks it. What are the buzzwords? If you're telling a story, it has to be very short. Nobody has time to read decks that are too long. So, but you need to have 3 types of documents: your full business plan, your full pitch deck, and your pitching deck. And then a teaser, by the way. A teaser is just 1 page. I will run you through how to write all of that. Just give us a very comprehensive pitch deck. Right, so who else is asking questions?
Hello, Ma.
Yeah,
you said something that I want to verify. What's the difference between pitch deck and pitching? Is the pitching the video one?
Pitching is you coming to present it before an audience.
Okay.
The video one is just a video pitch.
Okay.
Pitching is the art of standing in front of people to sell an idea or to request for money after selling an idea.
Okay, ma.
Yeah. So in the course of this session, we're going to take something called next week, the art of pitching. So, but the next session also borders around it. It's a wide topic, so we intend to cover it extensively.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate, ma.
Yes, ma'am. It's only in error. I never get to. Okay. May, if you're having issues with the attendance, copy it in its entirety. Don't click. Copy. If you don't click all of the bit.ly parts, you won't be able to open it. So copy it and paste on your browser. Copy the entire thing and place on your browser. Let me know
Okay,
if
ma, I have a question, ma.
Yeah, go ahead, ma. Faith, right?
Okay, thank you
Sure.
very much, ma'am. Yes, so concerning the pitch deck, when you say comprehensive, for example, if our business, maybe we have different aspects of the business, let's say training, then let's say like I'm into HR, I provide HR services. So
Yeah.
it can be broad because it also at a point we're also including virtual assistance training. So we can be able to outsource this virtual assistant to businesses that need them. So it's a bit broad because there's HR part and there's now separate virtual assistant aspect. So if we are doing pitch deck, can we put everything in one pitch deck, or we now have to have maybe just be specific?
Everything in one pitch deck. You are pitching your company, not your service. What your company does. So you can now break down. We have the HR services and we have the virtual assistant services. Faith, did you get that? Faith, are you still here? Did you get that? Did you hear me? Or am I out of the class?
No, ma, you're still in class, ma.
Okay, Faith, did you hear my... Okay, I think she's having challenges. All right,
Please, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes, ma. Thank you so much for everything, the knowledge and all. My question is still around the financials. I don't know if I can ask that in this
Have you
class.
submitted this?
Yes, I've submitted, but I had some issues.
Okay.
Yes, so when I got to the payment part, it was a little bit confusing.
I said don't touch all of that.
Okay. That's
The payment is a
personnel, sorry, the personnel.
Oh, personnel, okay.
Yeah, personnel. I couldn't go past personnel.
Why?
Yeah, because first of all, because the business is still a fresh one. Then, and according to the things that were on the Excel, is per month. But the business, most times we do not pay. Well, we don't work on salary basis. We pay per event. So it was a little bit.
So let me tell you the thing that what this Excel helps you to do. If you are paying per event, you are the CEO, are you not going to pay yourself?
Yes.
Good. Are you paying per event as well?
No.
Good. So CEO money. Please, everybody has to have CEO money on their slide. So CEO goes, you pay yourself. You have one or two running costs in terms of people that will work with you. So if it is not in the first 6 months, it will be in the next 12 months, right? You can have 0, 0, 0, January 0 for a salesperson. Remember that somebody have asked the question, should we include the people that it's just only me working, I don't have others, but I said team gap. Make provision for team gap in your Excel. That Excel, you will now draw, if I'm going to have a production person or a sales person or anything person in the next 6 months, put the names there, the roles there. Go to the months where you are projecting that when I get this money I want to raise, I would then impute them into it. I'll pay 200,000, I'll pay 20,000. Put it there. You see, businesses fail because we do not plan the financials. When we started Dealroom, from breaking down my consultancy, from day one go, I knew how much I will earn as my salary. I know how much I'm supposed to earn. But for the next 3 years, I was not earning, but the books was carrying it that Dealroom is owing the CEO salary for the last 3 years. He's still carrying it up to today. We carry it up to tomorrow because they are still owing me. It's my company. I own majority, serious majority on it. But guess what? I'm the CEO because I can be the owner of the business and not be the CEO. But I am the CEO as well as a shareholder and doubles as a founder. That CEO role, that's money there is being, madam, my money, I'm looking forward to it as them one day. Because it's serious money. Account for it, whether they are there or not. When there's somebody that is not going to resume, but will be resuming in the next 6 months, go to June or the next 6 months of that slide and start accounting for it. Let the financials show that at a time T, we're going to, because you are projecting 3 to 5 years, it's projections. Everything has to come inside. It is the same reason we have committed to having anyone that scales through dropping that Excel and working on their sales P&L and their sales P&L and personnel, then it's easier for us to run through all the remaining sheets on that slide. Osas, did you get this? Osas, are you there? Osas, are you here? Are you still here with me? Oh, it's me that have gone now. Oh, no, I'm still here. Okay. Osas, are you here? Oh, no. This network is acting, really acting. Okay, so maybe, is there any other question? So we can take a break and then come back by 2. Any other question?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Rebecca. Hi.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Although I joined a little late.
Are you from Rivers?
Yes, my husband is from Rivers.
Okay, which part of Rivers are you from?
He's from Bonny.
I know why, because that's our brother's name. I'm from Bonny.
Oh, he's from Kurma.
Jumbo. I'm Jumbo than Jumbo.
Oh, okay. Well, you're the first person who could recognize the name, so you're truly from Rivers.
I thought you are Edo State.
Sorry?
I thought you are from Edo State.
Yes,
yes, by marriage.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Regards to my brother, please.
Oh, your brother is fine. All right, Ma. Thank you so much. I joined a little late for the pitch deck due to network and also please would like Hello, please, can anyone hear me?
No, I lost you
Hello,
a
ma'am,
bit.
can you hear me? Oh, okay. Sorry about that network. Okay, so I wanted to ask about the P&L. That's what I was asking about.
Okay.
Because I haven't submitted the financials yet. I was having a little hiccup on the P&L, on the other expenses and then other income.
Okay.
I think we're supposed to have place for other income, but what I saw in the Excel sheet is other income account name. So that kind of got me confused.
So you can leave your other income as 00, please.
Oh, okay, ma. So
income. So the other income, for example, in the Dealroom, when I go in for consulting, and the consultancy requires that I go in the name of Dealroom, that's other income.
Okay. Okay.
It's not part of our 5 buckets of services we provide to businesses and investors. But it happens that my time is required. Then that comes with that income.
Okay. But ma, for school, things like uniforms, books, can't they go under other income?
Things like what?
Uniforms,
Yes,
textbooks.
and then roll that under your income, other income. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely right. Yes, that can go under other income.
Other income. Okay, ma'am. Then for the other expenses, things like the facility bills and then diesel. I remember you mentioned something about diesel last week when you were responding to someone, and you said we shouldn't put it under other expenses.
Yes,
So I
so
just wanted to.
diesel is a direct cost to your products. In
Yes.
your own case, diesel too may be a direct cost, but it's actually an operational cost. It's not a direct cost for those in manufacturing.
Okay. Okay.
Manufacturing, without that diesel, they cannot sell.
Okay. Okay.
But yours, your children can as well open the window and they will be fine.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
if we have to do that, yeah, I think we've done that
Yes.
twice. So it's under operations.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, ma'am.
Thank
Okay,
you.
that's just it. I wanted to confirm.
That. Okay, thank you. That was a good question.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll rest a bit and then we'll come back by 2 p.m. Is that okay? Except you have any questions, I'm here.
Hello, ma. Good afternoon, ma.
Sama.
Joy, good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, ma. Okay, ma, I have a question. I was also not able to join due to network issues. Okay, so my question is actually on my sheet, on my P&L sheet. I don't know, for some reason, a particular month, the population was populated 0. I don't know if I missed the formula or I don't know what happened. Was it? No, it's on personnel sheet, yeah. It populated 0. And I tried to check if I could get the formula. I could not impute it because it was giving me double digits using the formula. So I don't know if you got my question.
Under personnel?
Yes. Under general and administrative personnel.
Yes.
So we have accountants and we have logistics.
Yes.
So under the month of February alone, it populated 0. So I don't know why. Yes. But the others populated normal summation. The other months, yes.
Just leave it. If you have done others, leave it. When I have a one of two, I'll see what happens to it. So.
Oh. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. Thank you so much, ma.
Thank you. Well done. Okay, so any other question? Right, so we'll come back by 2 p.m. so we all can take a bit of rest and then let's see if you get the slides for now. Right. Thank you, everyone. So we'll come back by 2 p.m.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you and bye for now.
Hello, Dragons. Hope you're well. My name is Matthew Howell. This is my amazing mum, Shadi Howell. And together our business is called Jollof Box. We are a good African cuisine company specializing in delicious, authentic, celebratory, traditionally healthy cuisine in West Africa. So we're here today to ask for £75,000 for a 50% stake in our business. We have a 5-day street food residency at the iconic Old Spiritfood Market in 20 Shoreditch, London, where we sell to a real diverse clientele of people. We believe that African cuisine is the next big thing in the culinary arena. Within the business, I'm the director. I do all of the visionary, conceptual stuff. My mum here really is the heart and soul of the business. So she's the one that does all the cooking, all of the recipe and everything else, really. So, mum, got a few words to say. Hey, everyone, my name is Shadi. I love cooking. Cooking is my passion. I was born and raised in a cooking family. My great grandmother, my mother, they all cooks. Thank you so much. Yeah, so at this point in time, before we take any questions, we would love to kind of come up and ask you about cuisine. Gourmet West African cuisine is the offering from Shade Howell and her son Matthew Omei Howell. What's the best? Personally, I'll go for the beef and the jollof rice. They are seeking £75,000 in return for a 15% share of their business. And what are these sauces here? These are homemade chili sauces that we also sell at the market as well. Okay, is it hot? It's very hot. It's hot, so I'm trying to go for it. The dishes are going down a treat. And for once in the den, it's a dragon rather than an entrepreneur who appears to be sweating. Hot. Are you Nigerian? Yes. So if I went to Nigeria and I wanted to go to a street market, would I eat the same food? The food comes through from the Jollof tribe, which was based in the Senegal and Gambia Peninsula. It's authentic, but at the same time, it's accessible enough to everyone else. So what you've done is you take an African cuisine and you've westernized it. Made it much more easier for the Western palate. Exactly. Matthew? Yes. Matthew and Shade, congratulations on bringing West African cuisine to the mainstream. Thank you. Thank you. You've got a product store at the moment. Yes, at the moment we have a 2-hour business in the market. We make enough food to sell that day. So the idea is to have more hours in a day, ideally in our own location, and produce more food. You cook on site. You need a place to cook, sir. But cooking from home with our food, it takes time. Right. Like this morning, I woke up 1 a.m. Start cooking. So you cook fresh every day. So is that what the investment is for? Yes, sir. It's really for our own grandmother outlet with our own central kitchen we can cook from. Right. So can you give me an idea of how you did last year? Yeah. So between May 2017 and January this year, we made approximately £79,847. Our gross profit was £21,500, roughly 57%, and our net profit was £3,088, roughly 4%. We sell 100 boxes per day, at about £6.30 each per box. So we know that if we're able to kind of increase or scale up our business, we can make 4 times our revenue if we do it properly. I can see us having jollof boxes in the UK. And for me, I see us growing exponentially. To understand what your ability to grow this is. It's lovely. You can see it's made with love. But you're not going to be able to stand beside every single box that's sold if you're going to roll this out. Of course. So what size premises do you need? What equipment do you need? And how much will that cost you? Well, we went to look for a kitchen, the equipment, What we saw is about 10,000. About the cooker, the fridge, the utensils. Kitchen size itself will be no more than 2 by 2 meters because it won't be a massive kitchen, it'll be a small kitchen because it's a go-and-go outlet. So we don't want it to be a big place.
Aren't you talking about rolling this out?
Yes.
No, you're not just selling in your own store, are you? Aren't you?
No.
So I'm talking about the commercial size kitchen that actually can feed, or are you saying every single store is going to make their own?
Yes, ideally. Yeah, but not every shop. So we have to, a big kitchen. They will prepare all the food from one kitchen. You can transfer it to the other.
Okay, so that's what I thought we said, and then we just said that it's a 2 meter by 2 meter. So we need to focus because you're asking for £75,000. Are you doing what you've just said, which is a 2 meter by 2 meter kitchen in each unit, or are we doing what you just said, which is one big kitchen where you send the food out?
One big kitchen.
Right, that's what I thought you were doing.
You have to sit down and that's the kitchen. Kitchen. Yes, it's a kitchen. Yes. Okay. Just like kitchen. Yes.
Right, so you've got a sit down area as well.
Maybe about 10 people, right?
In the kitchen?
No.
Okay, you can see Matthew while I'm getting quite so confused.
Let me speak. You need that kitchen so you can cook at masses to send to other outlets.
I know quite a lot about this journey. I've got a son who started Indian tapas restaurant in a shipping container in Brixton, and it's now a very successful restaurant. He's done that journey. You know, a kitchen that you need will cost you £200,000. You're looking at me like, no. So we disagree straight away.
No. What I'm saying is that I won't go and get an expensive kitchen because I ran business before, so I know about how to run business.
Is your current SMTP server provider suspending your SMT server after sending a few emails? Then, no worries, SMTP Get offers a solution known as the Bulletproof SMTP server, a server that never faces suspensions and sends 100% of emails to inbox. Now, let's talk about the features of Bulletproof SMTP server offered by smtpget.com. Number 1, dedicated IP. You get dedicated IP for the mail server, ensuring excellent email reputation and reliability. Number 2, SPF, DKIM, DMARC configured. Our experts set up configured SPF, DKIM, and DMARC for better inbox placement, not spam folders. If you want to know more, just visit our website at smtpget.com or WhatsApp us at the link given below in the description.
Charlie, you can't get to a point in business where you say, done it, seen it, know how to do all of that. But guys, for me, you're really unclear as business partners on where the business is going. I'm not sure what I'm investing in or how I would get my money back.
Okay.
So I'm going to wish you all the best and say I'm out.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mom.
Sade and Matthew have lost their first dragon as Jenny Campbell demonstrates a distinct lack of faith in their plans for a nationwide rollout. Will Tej Lalvani have any more confidence in the pair's ability to supersize their operation?
Look, I like what you're trying to do, bringing African food to the mass market. But I believe you both don't have the right business experience as yet. If you had a shop and you've been running the business for a while, maybe it'll give you more confidence. Okay. It's not an investment for me. I'm out.
There's some businesses that I get involved with that are muddled. And I can see through that and think, actually, great business here. We can really unpick that. But all I've heard from the two of you is confusion. You two can't agree what you're doing, let alone trying to get an investor involved and trying to understand what you're doing.
We understand beforehand. We did discuss initially the plans. And one being my mum obviously kind of overset me as mums do.
Yeah, but that's my point. That's my point. How does an investor stand in here when you two don't agree with what you're going to do? And mum wins, because mum's going to, because that's what mums do. What you've got right is the food is very, very nice. Everything else is muddled. And I don't want to be in the middle of your muddle. So I'm afraid I won't be investing. I'm out.
There's too many cooks in this business. Genuinely. You're vying for control between each other, and I think that's what's really difficult. And that dynamic between mum and son, being really brutal, I don't think it works. At the moment, mum, it's your rule, and because he's respectful, he's going to back down every time. And you might not be right. That's the reason why I'm saying I'm out.
When my parents came to this country, they started in the cafe business. And they had a really hard time. The one thing I do admire is that Matthew respects you.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Well, see that your son respects you?
Yeah, yes, he's a good boy. Everything, look at both siblings. My grandparents.
I don't think you should be disheartened at what happens today. Because you have the passion and you have the drive to make this happen. You will write your journey and nobody else will write it for you. And the reason why I said that is the fact that I think you are a family business. So unfortunately, this is not a business where you are a third member of the family involved. So I'm not going to invest in that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Matthew.
Sade and Matthew must leave the den with nothing. The mum and son started their pitch in perfect harmony, but they didn't stay in tune for long, as differences in their vision for the business were exposed.
To leaders in an organization.
That's all you are here.
This is the point they're trying to make.
I don't get it. You are speaking, I don't get it.
Right now, this is the recording right now. So let's talk about the camera.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Hello, ladies and gents. Ladies, are you in the room? Did you enjoy the video? For those of us, the video is still running.
Yes, we did.
System really helps us.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma, we heard you and we enjoyed the video, even it was cracking.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry about that. I've seen that video several times, and I usually play it at the start of any pitching session, any pitch deck thing. It's amazing because it's a Nigerian family, a mother and her son, trying to get money from the dragons in the den. But they went out with nothing. They came out powerfully, but they went home with no funds. By the way, the business took off in the UK, by the way. They're doing very well. So we'll go back to that, what they did differently after today. What they did wrong, we'll talk about it in the course of this week and next week, and then we'll play other videos. But for today, for this session, we were also trying to get our speaker to be able to join us. And I think he's here. So just a moment, let me be sure that he's in here and then we can go on.
Yes, I am in. I am in. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Peter. You're here. All right. So I was looking for your profile, by the way. So I don't have Mr. Peter's profile. Yes, somebody should send me Mr. Peter's profile. I like reading profiles. So welcome to DIRA. This is the Dealroom Investor Readiness Accelerator, Cohort 1. And we're in our 3rd week. It's been a fantastic time with the ladies. We started out with about 60 plus, and I think we're down to about 20-something active women here, or less than 20, by the way, that have been able to go from week 1, which had something like an activity that qualifies to go into week 2. And then from week 2, there's an activity that qualifies you into week 3. So week 3, we're starting on pitching, pitch decks, quite a number of things we're going to be discussing. And there's a key activity at the end of this week, which is for them to write their pitch deck. So ladies and gentle ladies, we have the only guy in the room right now, Mr. Peter Eze. I don't know how to describe Mr. Peter Eze, but so I've been sent his profile. I'm waiting for it to read it out. Somebody's helping me with it. Where is it? Right. You people don't want me to read out Mr. Peter's profile. Where is it? Please. Okay. I can't see.
Let me just start. I will talk about myself.
No. Mr. Peter, we always introduce our speakers. Don't worry, we need to powerfully introduce you. Okay, thank you, Marianne. So there's a brief bio of Mr. Peter here that I will read out. Some of you know Mr. Peter already. Okay. So I'll read his bio so that you will understand what we have here today. I tell the ladies at DIRA, please take all our faculty seriously. So Peter Eze is a strategic foresight entrepreneur and consultant, a business transformation advisor, and an AI integration strategist dedicated to helping businesses anticipate change, prepare for growth, and drive stability. By leveraging insights from future trends analysis, he creates innovative solutions that enable organizations to anticipate market shifts, navigate disruptions, seize opportunities, and maintain competitive advantage. His expertise in developing comprehensive, actionable roadmaps and framework fosters sustainable growth and innovation. As an AI and technology integration strategist, Peter combines long-term strategic planning with practical implementation of AI technologies and tech solutions, ensuring organizations effectively adapt to the evolving landscape. Peter also serves as a strategic growth advisor, author, educator, and executive coach, future-proofing organizations through innovative technology integration and sustainable growth strategies, and guiding businesses across sectors like FMCG, aviation, technology, real estate, manufacturing, oil and gas, fintech, banking, and public sector organizations towards success. There's a lot, so let me just go to the last. A trusted advisor to business leaders and corporate teams, Peter is committed to helping organizations navigate disruption and emerge stronger, ensuring they remain agile, innovative, and resilient in today's dynamic global marketplace. while creating lasting impact and measurable success. His insights and solutions are practical, actionable, and results-driven, making him a powerful ally in any strategic journey. Ladies and ladies, welcome Mr. Peter Eze to DIRA Cohort 1. Clap, please clap. Oh, I'm not paying you. I don't have money to pay Mr. Peter right now. Please help me encourage.
Oh my God! I wish I could.
Yes, please clap.
I wish I can just drop my account number so that those clap will turn to money. Wow! Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peter. You have the floor. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. Am I enabled to share my deck? Am I enabled? Can I share my?
Yes, you can. You can.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, Dealroom. Thank you, dear woman. And I want to thank everyone who has made it to this point. It's a great privilege. Can you see my slide? Can you see?
Yes, we can. I can see it. I don't know if they can see it.
It's always a great privilege because, you know, I'm glad that you saw the clip of the Dragon's Den, that woman and her son. Yeah, it was a very dramatic moment. I watched that clip. Thankfully, they've taken it on to, now that clip represents what the journey of a startup. You will have those moments. There will be rejections, there will be backlashes, there will be all sorts. But beyond that, what I see at the back, behind the scene of all of that is the lives and the human beings that are involved. Why have I become passionate, very committed about startups, businesses and enterprises? Because for a very long time, I found out that one of my core mission in life is to birth dreams, what we call it a doctor or a midwife does to a pregnant woman. I realized that when people have ideas, they just don't have ideas. They have the feeding money of families, they have school fees of children, they have road construction budgets. You know, every idea that you and I carry captures the essence, the expression of the livelihood of people, you know, in the future. And that for me makes it very emotional when it comes to businesses. So I want to congratulate you for making it here. It's an honor and a great privilege to contribute to your journey. You're on a journey. You started many years back. You're on a journey. You are still going on. All right. So today I'm here to talk about pitching, and I'm going to center my talk around crafting your pitch. Because at the end of the day, it's not the greatest ideas that get funded. It's not the most potent ideas that get funded. It is the ideas that are seen and properly pitched that get funded. So visibility is very important. Viability is another thing, and the only way nobody can test the viability of your idea until they hear it. So your capacity to communicate it helps investors to know that, okay, this is something worth, you know, giving the try. All right. So I'm going to be talking to you about the subject of pitching as something I've been involved in for a long time. I mean, for well over a decade. I've been talking about pitching. I was privileged to set up a business school, business academy that has spanned over a decade now, and over 25,000 people, Nigerians, have passed through it. One of the subjects they teach there is pitching. I've been very inspired by the concept of persuasion. You know, how you are able to, you know, how you're able to influence the thinking of people to go a certain direction. So, I mean, I've always known myself to be a very persuasive person. In the days of university, we want to do a campus show. I'm the guy that goes into girls' hostel to go and talk them into coming out, to come and join. I'm the guy that knows how to mobilize. They used to call me the mobilizer. Just go and mobilize people to come for the show, whether it's fellowship or related show. I'm just that guy. So it's not no doubt why, you know, pitching just came easily. And I found myself doing pitching, gate crashing pitching events. I remember very well one of on Diamond Bank nationwide customer service training. I was not part of the people that I didn't apply, I didn't bid, but somebody in the system said, Peter, there's this, you know, but they are at the final stage. Do you think you have what it takes? I said, eh? And also I said something to the guy. I said, if you can get me into that room, I will win. And he said, eh? Well, he said, Peter, you know, you did not apply for the first stage, second stage. This is the third stage. I don't want to be called. I don't want to be involved. I don't know how you got here, but I will find a way. Send me your proposal. I will slide it in. The rest is up to you. If you go and mess up, they will trace where you came from. If you did very well, nobody will bother. And so I did a preparation that has never left me. And I want to start from there. How do you build your story? See, pitching is about story. How do you tell it a story? I remember that night I didn't sleep. I was literally awake till morning. I prepared my pitch. I will shred it again. I'll prepare, I'll pitch it, I will judge it, I will critique it, I'll shred it again. I'll start again, prepare, pitch, critique, shred. Prepare, pitch, critique, shred. Prepare, pitch, critique. I was on this until like 2 a.m. I didn't sleep. I took different postures. I would sit like the awesome man on the floor, like folding my leg. I would do it will work. I would stand, I'll pace around. I'll stand before my mirror. Nothing I didn't try. And one of the things I said to myself, is it emotionally engaging? Does it have an emotional appeal? So I started with logical reasoning. At the end of the day, I found out that logic will not get anybody there, because I kept saying to myself, Peter, you know they will find out that you did not apply normally. If you start with logic, there are many intellectuals there, they would. So long story short, I went to a research that was done in America many years back that said, if you want people to go on a voyage with you, don't bother them with the details of the journey. Paint a picture of the end destination. Let it be so watery that their desire to be there will compel them to go with you. And I said, you know what? I think I need to tell a story. I need to paint a story. And I remember that day I think there were maybe about 6 people on the panel. I didn't start with telling them anything about the subject of customer service. No. I started with a story. And I noticed nobody was grading me. They were paying attention. Again, when I did my pitching, you know, there's always the pitching before the pitching. I did it, and I wanted to see myself pitching and seeing them glued to me so much that, you know, almost like moping at me, that they lost themselves. So there's a part of pitching that is physiological there, but the greater part of pitching is subconsciously, for lack of a better word, manipulating. You have to see yourself in the subconscious of the person you are talking to. You have to program that person. You have to tell that person what you want that person to do. When you pitch, you have to split your personality. One part of you sit on the panel, and that part of you is the one that knows the grading. And that part of you is talking to this part of you and telling this part of you, no, do it this way. No, you have stood for too long. Move to the right. Give an eye contact to that woman on the right, on the left. She is the decision maker. Get her, look into her eyes until you get her to succumb to what you want. Then talk to this other guy. This guy is very controversial. Don't get very emotional with him. Go a little bit logical, but then still bring him back to the emotional. There was nothing. That experience has never left me. God long story short, we're four that got in there. This Indian guy was the one they already decided they were going to give the job to, but they had been giving that guy an insider information. I came, no, sorry, did I say we're three? No, there were plenty. We emerged top three. I emerged on the top three. At the end of the day, they now struck out the other lady, and it was myself and this Indian man. It was at the point they were now calling for one-on-one meeting that they found out that there was no file for me. Now, what saved me was that they had done, I think, 3 stages of pitching. And each of those stages were different panels. So this panel that came were like top execs. They didn't know who had attended first stage, second stage, or third stage. Just examined this guy based on. Anyway, long story short, this was 12 or 13 years ago. Honestly, by the time I found out the value of the contract was, the first phase was about 26 million. Even me, I shook. In my head, I'm like, what do I want to do with 26 millimeter? Hey, so I didn't even know the value, but all I knew was I was able to put in for it. I pitched, I got that level of attention. The only reason the game gave me was this Indian guy had invested a lot into that project. Eventually, they now gave my company another job, which was to train their contact center all over in Lagos and all that. Anyway, that's that. So, so what I've done is I've been able to distill with personal experiences, with learning, with research findings, intelligence gathering, the stages, what I consider the pillars for an effective pitching. All right, and I'll be showing you 10 pillars that I've identified that will help you make a fantastic pitching. Can you hear me? Is anybody hearing me at all? Or am I talking to myself?
We can hear you, sir.
All right, thank you. All right, so let's get right to it. So I call it the elements of a winning pitch. 10 pillars to a great pitch. 10 pillars to a great pitch. So now this is the flow you should follow when you're pitching. This is also the flow when you're preparing a pitch deck. All right, when you're preparing a pitch deck, the first thing in a great pitch is the hook. Somebody say hook. Please, can you unmute? I want to talk to human beings. Can you somebody say hook?
Hook. Hook.
There's only one person that's talking now.
Hook.
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 Somebody say hook.
Hook.
Hook. I can deal with background noise. I want to hook. Your goal is to hook them. Hook them. Hooking happens in the first 4 seconds of your pitching. You only have, they actually say 3 seconds, but I'm kind enough to give you an extra 1 second. 4 seconds. What you say in the first 4 seconds will determine whether they're going to listen to you or they are going to turn off. And the hooking is about your ability to grab attention with a bold statement, a question, or a surprising fact. One of the ways not to do pitching is to say, my name is Dupe Farotimi. I'm here to pitch to you about waste collection. The moment you say that, they've packed their bags in their mind, mentally, they've gone home. What is the bold statement? What's that question? You need to come in with a bold statement. A statement that, a statement that sounds too good to be true. They think it is true, but They cannot say it's a lie, but they are too busy battling in their mind with that statement to pick their phone and verify. Hook is, you ladies, you are all ladies. Hook is pick-up lines. What we guys used to get you. Pick-up line. What is that thing you say that will sweep them from their feet? A surprising fact. The second thing is the problem. Clearly define the issue your business or your idea is addressing. What major problem are you solving? Problem statement. Outside of the hook, start with this problem statement. Describe the problem. People rally around the problem. You must paint that problem in such a way that their hearts begins to pump. Right, that's the second pillar. The third pillar, of course, after you're done with the problem, is the solution. Present your unique and compelling solution. What is unique about your product or your service vis-a-vis the problem you painted earlier? And then the next fourth pillar is the market opportunity. Showcase the size and demand for your solution. Is there a demand for this solution? What's the size of the market? If you are not known about total addressable market, otherwise called SAM, serviceable addressable market, otherwise called SAM, and serviceable obtainable market, otherwise called SOM, your market is not in TAM, it's not in SAM, it's in SOM. So they say the real estate market is in Nigeria is is estimated at 12 trillion naira. That's the total addressable market. Or they can say the global real estate market is this. And then they will now say the serviceable addressable market. Serviceable addressable market will now say global real estate market is $1 trillion. The real estate market in Nigeria. So that's the serviceable, or they will now say the real estate market in Nigeria is 12 billion. Now, for the serviceable addressable market is 120 million, meaning that out of that 12 billion, Victoria Crest has taken their own. These are the big players. After you remove the one that the big players are currently grappling with, what is left is the serviceable addressable market. Then you will now come to say, okay, after you have taken all of that out and taking what everybody is grappling with, you now come to say Lagos State, which is the jurisdiction I want to play, is estimated at 65 million. 65 million is your serviceable obtainable market. That is the realistic market that you can play in. And you can now say that you are going for 5% of that market. These are the communication that make investors know that you did your homework very well. The next thing is your business model, which is just explaining how do you or will you make money. Your business model describes how your business generates revenue. How do you make money if you're already running the business, or how will you make money? That's the fifth pillar. The sixth pillar is your traction, which is evidence of, growth or interest or success so far in this business. If there are any sales, this is where to list them. If there are any partnerships, this is the way. If there are any growth indicators, if there are endorsements, if there are awards, this is where you list them under your traction. After your traction, you now go to your competitive advantage, which is where you highlight what sets you apart from competitors. Don't assume for any reason that the investors sitting and listening to you assume or will be deceived to think that your business has no competitors or you are the only first person that entered into it. No. So I always advise you to use competitive advantage table. A table with maybe 4 or 5 columns. First column are what are the things that they are measuring. For example, delivery speed, customer service, availability of technology. What are the key success metrics? You list them on the first column. For second column will now be competitor A. You write the name of the competitor. The third column, competitor B. The fourth column, competitor C. Then the last column will be your name. So you can now say, in terms of speed of delivery, you will rate this one. Availability of app. This one is the app. The other one, you say web-based. Your own, you say app, or you say web-based or nail. That shows how you stand vis-a-vis the other competitors, all right? So, like I said, there are many things: superior customer experience, cost efficiency. But for you to complete your competitive advantage table, you must have done your due diligence. Go and do your findings. You need to go and investigate your competitors. If you have to have an insider person that gives you the information, it's very necessary. The eighth pillar is the team, where you introduce your key players and their expertise. Who are the people behind your team? Please, one mistake not to make is just to write Dugbe, our CTO, our CTO. These are the no. You need to put Dugbe as CTO, former head of technology or former deputy head of technology, PwC. You need to show why do I need to respect Dugbe as a CTO, because she has this. So some bit of in profiling them, some bit of information that alludes to their experience. The ninth pillar is the financials. So this is where you break down the revenue, the cost, the funding needs, right? That's where you put that down. That's high level financial. Remember, there should have been an Excel that has the detailed breakdown of the financial, which they might request, or they will request that you should send to them to review. The 10th pillar is now the ask, which is a strong call to action for investment, partnership, or support. Many people do praise pitching, but they don't make it an ask. How much do you need? And what are you giving in return? Some people ask for a certain amount, and in exchange for debt or equity, as the case may be, right? Now, these are the 10 pillars. But now, when you are preparing a pitch deck, there is another one that you add, which is the cover slide, where you put your startup name and logo. So let me run you through this from the standpoint of the slides you need in developing a pitch deck. First one is your cover slide, where you have your name and your logo. Second one is the hook, attention grabbing opener. Third is the problem, clearly defined issue. Fourth slide is the solution, which is unique and viable fix. Fifth is the market, which is where you talk about the market opportunity, where you talk about who needs this and the size of that market. Sixth slide will now be the business model. How will you make money, or how do you make money? Seventh will now be the traction, proven success indicators. Eighth will be the competitive advantage, what makes your business defensible, where you identify key differentiators such as the patents. How do you make a pitch? Whenever I talk about a story, craft a compelling story. Stories make your pitch memorable. Now, in your story, you can use farmers lose 45% of harvested tomatoes due to spoilage. Farmers earn less while consumers pay more. So I'm using a practical. This startup is called Pamax. Pamax drying hubs increases farmers' revenue by 50%. Do you see this? This is just you coming in with a story. Imagine coming on stage, say, research shows that farmers lose 45% of harvested tomatoes due to spoilage. Farmers in Nigeria earn less, and consumers, on the other hand, pay more. Pamax drying hub increases farmers' revenue by 50% because you are Pamax drying hub. Another example could be, like VetConnect saying this, stating their own story as from the point of how their digital platform connects 3,000 plus veterinarians to 20,000 animal owners. Now, Vet Connect is a veterinary platform, and they are saying we connect over 3,000 veterinarians to 20,000 animal owners. Now, that's that. Let's look at hook. I talked about hook, that's about captivating your audience. Start with a compelling question, a bold statement, or surprising statistics. For example, for buy scrap, do you know Nigeria generates 32 million tons of waste annually, but only 20% is recycled? That's a bold statement that has surprising statistics inside it. That's a bold statement. Now, I want everyone here to craft their own hook. Everybody, let's do it. Please, can I have others come on video too? I want this to be practical. I want you to craft your hook. All right. Can I see your faces, please? I want you to craft your hook, because you're going to craft your hook. You're going to read it. I want to see the most compelling hook. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi.
All right, please. Yes, someone say I know Pamak. Yes, I had a training. He was at an accelerator program in Unilag, and I was invited to speak to them on pitching. So that's why I got their name. All right. So please, who is going first? Write your own hook statement. Everybody. Hey, okay. Is anybody answering? Does anybody have a hook? I'm told them I have a few minutes left.
Okay, sir, do you want us to type it in the chat box, or do you want us to say it?
Say it.
Do you know that many?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, I like to try.
Somebody.
All right. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Patrick, do you know that many people are looking for ways to get healthy? And in Grakoi Grand Ventures, we have healthy foods that we have.
Go back.
All right.
Go back. When you started, didn't movement. Say it again in a different way.
All right. Do you know that many people are looking for ways to get healthy?
Okay, so let me ask you, this thing you just said, is it a compelling question? Is it a bold statement? Is it a surprising statistics? I want something added there that would sound background, background in English.
Surprising.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, give me that background.
Can I try?
Do you want to help her? I want us to add everybody to let's help her get out of her own. Yes. Yes. I have GME, please go ahead. I want us to help Grace.
Do you know that Richard?
With Grace, say everything you wanted to say first, so that we'll not help you.
All right. What I want to say is, do you know that many people are looking for ways to get healthy? Then here in Grakoi Grand Ventures, we have the solution. Do I still continue?
Continue.
All right. Here in Grakoi Ventures, we have the solutions. We have the solutions in the sense that we package
Grace, look at this statement. This one by buy scrap. Did he mention buy scrap in any way?
No, he didn't.
Your hook statement cannot bring you in. We have not gotten to bring you in.
All right.
So I want someone to help Grace frame her hook statement.
Can I
All right, can I try?
Please try.
All right, sir. Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, I want to try. So I think she can use this hook. Are you aware that living a healthy life has been a great challenge because of busy schedule?
It sounds like a cliche that everybody knows already. But thanks for the try. And can someone else help?
Okay, sir, can I try?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go ahead, sir?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know that 50% of Nigerians die before the age of 80 due to stress?
I like your bringing in statistics, but you push the age very far. 80 self. You hear somebody died and they say it's 80, they say, the person don't try now. I want you to put it, I like the fact that you brought in statistics, but the age, and please, you need to use data that is verifiable. But I'm just saying that I like the fact you brought in statistics. Yes. Can someone else give it a try? But thank you. Someone else.
Okay, so I want to try for my own. Did you know that almost 50% of farmers practices inorganic farming?
Is it Grace you are helping?
No, myself.
We're not done with Grace.
You know that many people have ways to get help.
Grace, can you type
yes,
type it on the chat?
All right.
They want to throw me out of here already, so I'm told my time is up. But let's finish yours. Let's finish yours. Just type it on the chat and let's pick it up from there and see how we. I love what Zama did. Zama, I love that. What's Grace about? Somebody's asking, Grace, type now, type. People are waiting. See the way they are rushing you. But Zama, I love what you typed there. Grace, type. And if anybody heard Grace very well, please quickly type. People are running out of patience right now. They want Grace to work for them. Do you know that many people in Nigeria looking for ways to get healthy? All right, everybody typed. Everybody help Grace. Turn this into a hook statement.
Okay, can I try for
Sure.
Okay. Have you noticed that we have a lot of young people getting sick lately? This could be due to poor access to healthy meals and healthy supplements. Then we'll go on and say, I'm trying to get the name of our company.
Just use any name.
But with Dre's business, we provide
you don't bring in your
healthy
business name.
Huh?
You don't bring in business in a hook.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
All right.
Let me help Grace.
Please help her of Grace.
Okay. Statistics show that mortality rate in Nigeria has reduced to 40.
Hello. Your voice is so.
Okay.
Let's know your name. Put a name to your.
Okay, my name is Oluwakemi.
Good.
Okay, so statistics have shown that mortality rate in Nigeria has reduced to 40 years. due to increased level of stress in the system. Maybe that could be a better hook for her. I don't know the source of the statistics, so I just thought it from my head though. So don't ask me,
No,
please.
You tried. Yes. Can we have more? I will also type a few in the comments. All these people that don't want to help Grace, when it comes to your turn, we'll see. Do you know that over 75% of deaths in Nigeria are caused by non-communicable disease like stroke, diabetes, hypertension? I like that. I like that. Why do I like that? Because, I mean, you are connecting with things that people are dealing with. Maybe somebody there has lost a loved one. By any of that, you will get their attention. All right, I like that. Okay. I'm typing a few also. Supportive level, simplify your life. This is wonderful. What if I tell you that you can be guaranteed a peace of mind from your diet? And well, that's also good. But again, don't forget that you must bring in some bit of statistics. People don't argue with data. So I have a few that I want to drop. I have a few I want to drop, and I need to get out of here before Marianne offs my mic. She's chasing me. Marianne, how many minutes do I have, or is it now seconds? Please, are you getting value from this? Is this making sense at all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me find out from Marianne how many minutes I have before I continue. Whether if we stop at Grace, don't forget whatever we do for Grace, we do for everybody, because we are just giving a guideline and anybody can actually use it. So please don't feel bad. My goal was, if it was only hook, help everybody craft their hook, or help as many people craft their hook. But again, some of these data that you use must be verifiable. Remember I said there are data that you can also find their sources online. Okay. All right. Did you know that almost 30% of sick people are affected by unhealthy meals? Yeah, I like that. Despite Nigeria's rich food culture, 1 in 10 adults suffer from obesity, and 29% of that population has high blood pressure, largely due to, man, I love this. Who is this Ola Eteng? Jesus Christ. Ola, please, is anybody close to Ola? Please send hugs.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Ola Eteng.
Please send hugs.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ola's head is correct. I
Thank
love
you,
it. I love the way she framed it. You know why? Because as I'm reading it, I remember people who have died out of those rights, whether it's high BP or obesity. These are facts that people cannot deny. How have you seen the amount of flies perching on the meats you buy in the market? This is a source of illness that can be avoided with packaged meals. Okay, again, you are not selling anything. You are just putting out statement of fact, right? You know, yeah. Most people know the need to be healthy, yet they struggle to make it happen. What if you had a roadmap? Again, these are statements of facts, questions that get people to start thinking. But at least you've gotten the idea behind the hook. Are we on the same page? All right.
Yes,
I think
sir.
that is where I'm stopping, except Marianne. Let's take questions. Marianne is chasing me out of here, so it's not on me, it's on Marianne. So yeah. So any questions that we can take? Let's see if we can deal with 1 or 2 questions before I leave you. Hello. You're not talking to me.
We can hear you.
Yes, is there any question? I'm asked to round up. Marianne, do I have any extra minutes? I need someone from the Dealroom to confirm what time do I have.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Peter. All right, ladies and ladies. We're supposed to have ended by 3, except that we are here 3:20. So if you have any questions for Mr. Peter before we close the day, do you have any questions? I know we all have questions. So yeah, Mr. Peter, we can spare another 10 minutes. There will be people that could stay behind to take questions. We allow for that. So assuming it's a class and we're done, and then we can ask questions. So yeah, you still have about 10 minutes.
All right, so let me run. So I've talked about crafting a compelling story, talked about the book. So let's go and talk about defining the problem. Clearly articulate the problem your business solves. Use data and relatable examples to make the issue clear. For example, post-harvest losses cost Nigerian farmers billions annually due to spoilage. This is for PAMAC syndicates, right? Then present your solution. Describe how your idea uniquely solves the problem. Keep it concise, compelling, and relatable. For example, PAMAC's drying herbs help farmers process surplus tomatoes into long-lasting powder, reducing waste and increasing income. In this statement already, you've stated your product, you've stated your value proposition, and you stated what they should expect, the ending view. And then you now talk about the market opportunity. Show the potential demand for your product. Answer, how big is your market, target market, and what are your who are your customers? For example, Africa's agribusiness market is worth 1 trillion naira, with food preservation playing a key role in food security. All right. Then you talk about the business model. How will you make money? Explain your business model. Identify your primary customers and the revenue streams. For example, Sundry Agro generates income through commission on every grocery sale facilitated on its platform. So Sundry Agro has a platform for where they see your, this is legal. This is product service, market reach, blah, blah, blah. So this one is competitor is reaching a local market. So competitor 2 is regional, competitor 3 is national, competitor 4 is international. We are national. This one, in terms of unique technology, this competitor 1 and 4 do not have it. We have it. Do you get? This is the way you create your competitive analysis table to show what differentiates you. You are saying we are both B2B and B2C, right? Then showcase your team. I like your team. Like, for example, our co-founders include a finance expert and a tech developer with experience in global B2B trade, right? This is the way a startup called Nation explained their own team. Financials, which is your funding and the cost, clearly outline your revenue, cost, and funding need. We need $100,000 to scale operations, expected revenue of $500,000 in 2 years. And then they clearly ask, we are raising $200,000 to expand our recycling hubs across Lagos. Simple, all right? So yeah, that's it. So I think I've gone through all of that. I also make a recommendation for some books. The Art of the Pitch by Peter Coulter. Please buy these books. There's Talk Like TED by Carmine Gallo. Then The Lean Startup, Eric Reyes. Very, very insightful book. Also let you know that I'm putting together a book that should be going to press. It's at the editing phase now, which is on the title, Getting Investors and Stakeholders to Say Yes. It's a book on pitching but how do you get investors and stakeholders to say yes? All right. So that is those are recommended reads. You can also have some other online learning platforms from Udemy to Coursera, and please, whatever you do, be on every pitching program you can jump on. Whether it's Lagos Startup Week, Tony Lumelu Foundation, the Dealroom pitching competition, and as many as you can. Yes, I think that is it. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you. Thank you, dear woman, for inviting me. If there's any question, I can quickly take it now before I'm thrown out. Thank you. Yes, Ejiro, go ahead, please.
Okay, good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the very insightful teaching you just gave. I mean, you made it very, very simple. I'm sure everybody here is confident that they can take a shot at pitching, at the very least after now. I wanted 2 questions, though. The first is, please, are we going to have access to the slides you just shared? Because I think it would be nice for us to be able to go over some of these points that you have mentioned after now, to just, it's going to even help us it's going to guide us to sort of develop our pitch deck if possible. I don't know, I'm just asking. And secondly, how do I put it now? Because I watch Shark Tank. I don't know if you know about Shark Tank, where entrepreneurs come to pitch and everything. And I noticed that many times it's always how do you call it now? Already established boss that get funding, because you always hear investors either say you're too early, you're yet to prove your concept. That's like for businesses that are in the ideation phase or developing their MVPs. So does it mean that you must certainly have some level of traction before you can get an investor to even look at you? But that's what it's looking like. So I wanted to just get clarification on that part. If you advise maybe those at the ideation phase or those building the MVPs on just starting up to go maybe get grants and all of that, then maybe when they grow and they get a lot of traction, then they can focus on angel investors and VCs. That's my question, sir. Thank you.
I will say yes to your last question. Yes, why yes? There is need for traction. There is need for MVP. There is need for POC, proof of concept. It just means that you have to be deliberate at every phase. Proof of concept does not mean that you must have made 100 million. No, you must show evidence of your interest in this thing. You think this thing will work? What have you done? What have you put into it? Have you gone out there? You may not have made a couple, but you say, we've grown an active database of over 15,000. Past work. Data is money. So it's not started at once, but they are also fun. Established businesses is, I think it's just sometimes how confident you are about presenting what you want. I've seen businesses on Dragon's Den, which are great ideas that got real funding, got partners, and got those men and women jostling to even support them. Your energy, the energy you bring into the room matters. Nobody wants to jump on something that you are not enthusiastic about. So you need to tell a story. What have you put into this? Where is your sweat equity? What has it cost you? Somebody is saying that I've gone around the 6 geopolitical zones. I've visited 27 states, gathering raw data. I now know, I can tell you for certain, I have the contacts of the heads of Farmers Association in 19 states of the Federation, ABBA. And these are people, I know them by name, they know me. This person has done groundwork that would have taken a lot of funding to go and do. And he has avoided certain mistakes that anybody who is just blindly walking into it to go and make. So for those, you can get rewarded by getting funding because you have done some work. So I would say, yes, it happens like, but you must necessarily have an MVP. A gentleman called me last year to come on. He had this idea of starting a finance, blah, 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 blah. We had a crack it session, a strategy, so I call it crack it. And then last week, he called me again. He said, I should come that they want to do almost like their first year review. And I could see money that these guys, in fact, without any money, that's just bootstrapping. The kind of numbers that those guys have done. They didn't have anything. They just went, they don't have any app yet. They don't even have a web-based app. It is ordinary notebook. But they have started their cooperative. They started collecting. They have done well from their cooperative. They started giving out loans. Now they are getting into investment. So that's like an MVP. He has proven that this thing can work. Now we can now take it further. So the last strategy went last week was now, how do we take it further? How do we package this in a way that we appeal to investors? So you will need a proof of concept. You need that MVP, but you have to be deliberate in everything you are doing at every point. Be deliberate, knowing that you are gathering data. Don't just do things anyhow. Document it. Document your story, and be deliberate about the data you are gathering. Yeah. On the materials, I will think about it. Any other question?
All right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, Mr. Peter. Can everybody hear me? Thank you. Please, can we clap, show some emotions, positive ones? Let's just thank Mr. Peter profusely, thank him for us. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter. We are grateful to having you here today. So, dear women, if you can beg and cry, maybe you'll get the slides. I don't know. So that's why it's good to write. I tell my team members every time, just write and keep writing. All right. So thank you so much, sir, for your time. We truly appreciate. Thank you so very much for your time. We are grateful. Thank you so much. Right. So, ladies, do we still have any questions? Anybody having any questions for Mr. Peter before he leaves? And then we can call it a day. Any questions, please just go ahead if you have any questions. Are there any questions in the chat room? You know, I always say ask your questions directly so that you learn to talk to an audience if you don't have that experience already. All right.
Okay, sorry, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yes, please. I don't know if time will permit. I had wanted Mr. Peter to please just connect the hook to, let's assume he was going to pitch, or Grace was going to pitch. So I wanted him to connect that hook to introducing Grace. I wanted to see how we can link that hook to that. If you're coming, get into the pitch proper.
Okay.
Okay, so so let me go back to some of the, where is that wonderful, this one I want to take. So so let me go with Ola Eteng's amazing hook. Despite Nigeria's rich food culture, 1 in 10 adults suffer from obesity, and 29% of the population has high blood pressure, likely due to poor diet and lifestyle choice. My name is Grace. We at Grace Food, blah, 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 have come up with an ingenious way of packaging organic food in ways that are very hygienic, very portable, easy to preserve, easy to consume, and healthy to the body. So that's the hook, and you're connecting it to Grace on what's the business name. Does
Thank you very much. Yes, it does. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Peter. Thank you so much for your time once again. We appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will not be coming in on Monday next week and Tuesday is a public holiday. And so we expect that we are sending you like a pitch deck. So please, pitch decks, the video was deliberate because you see that it's not a technology company. They are selling jollof rice. So the idea was to actually let us know that whether you're selling jollof rice or you're selling technology, so far you are below 5 years, you are still a startup by global standards. So if you drive it to technology, it's a different, then it's a tech startup. If it's not driven by technology, then it's a non-tech startup. So the same principle applies in raising money, especially if you're going to be reaching out to private investors, VCs, and PEs. Okay, so today we call it a day. The time is fast spent. It's 3:35. We need to go on school runs. Thank you so much. So we're going to send you videos of the presentation, and then we're going to send you videos of the presentation for today, as well as the so my own documents that I utilized. We're going to send it to you, and the links as well. So just follow the YouTube page. We'll be uploading all of the videos on it so that you can have access to it real time. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can still send via WhatsApp, and then we can take it. Have a beautiful afternoon. And we'll see you same time, 12 p.m., 12 noon, Wednesday morning.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mama. Enjoy the week.
Yeah, so you'll get email from me for.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Ma.
Thank you.
Please, what's the YouTube channel?
So you have it on the WhatsApp page, please.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right.